Hello, and welcome back. My name is Sandcrawler, Ythmevge, and we're playing some more Trove. We're gonna do another 15 minutes today, so let's get over here and find a cornerstone. So, I'm just gonna give a fair warning right away. This is gonna be an episode where I talk more about other games than about Trove. Because I haven't been keeping up with Trove this week. So let's go ahead and get into U3 here. One change they did make is to the spawning. Again, they tweaked it a little bit, so I believe 8 people can come out at one spawn before it moves to another location, to try and increase the player density a little bit. I think the other change, I don't even know if I'll be able to do it. Thought there was cannonballs. Let's see. What is that? Huh. I think that's what you're supposed to shoot with the cannonballs. I wanted to see here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Like I said, I haven't kept up with Trove this week very much. I read the patch notes last week, and I think that's the extent of what I've done. Because this week has been all about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 10 on PC was released. Well, and all the other consoles too. And so that's what I've been playing and keeping up with, and hoping for an update too. I mean, well, if you guys don't know what Mortal Kombat is, it's a fighting game that's gone, I mean, there's been a game since the NES, Sega Genesis, that sort of era. There's pretty much been a Mortal Kombat game every year since then. And so the new one came out Tuesday. Which it's basically the sequel to Mortal Kombat 9. And Mortal Kombat 9 was kind of a diverge from the past series that was... Wow, he hit me pretty good there. I hate this dungeon. I guess we'll go candy here. Anyways, Mortal Kombat 9 was a diverge from what the last developer of the game had been doing before they went bankrupt. And, which that would have been like GameCube, Xbox era. I think 360 had one of them. And Wii. There was one on Wii, which was kind of strange with it being a Mortal Kombat game. Mortal Kombat 10's had kind of a rough start though. The game, they did this weird preloading thing where you streamed the game, where you downloaded the game as you played it was the idea. But I'm not really sure how they ever thought that was going to work. Do I have loot down here somewhere? I heard something drop. Oh well. Yeah, it's had a rough launch. You couldn't play it for basically the first day because the game only downloaded 3 gigabytes in the preload, and then it wanted you to download the other 30 gigabytes after the fact. Because apparently that's supposed to be faster to only download 3 gigabytes. You know, in the preload. We'll see if Steam ever uses that sort of system again. It certainly doesn't work for fighting games. But then in the mix of all this Mortal Kombat-ness, I started looking at other popular fighting games that would potentially get a PC release. And the most recent one is Dead or Alive 5, which Dead or Alive is actually one of my more favorite fighting games. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, that's what we're going with. More favorite. It always kind of, like, I really like Soul Calibur. That's probably my favorite fighting game. Well, I'd love to fight the Cupcake Catapults. But where is he? Huh. Okay. Moving on. Dead or Alive 5 was recently released on Steam within the past 3 or 4 months. They released the game without any online multiplayer. They're going to patch the online multiplayer in within 3 months of the game's release. And that's completely baffling to me. Because you just miss any kind of popularity that the game could have gained. You know, because your game at launch is going to have the most players that it's ever going to have, pretty much. Which is why a lot of MMOs have troubles at launch, because they don't have the servers in place or whatever. They're not expecting the big surge of players. And so then the servers all lag out and everyone leaves. So when you take like a fighting game like Dead or Alive and you launch it without any online multiplayer, you've pretty much guaranteed that your game's never going to have a popular multiplayer community. Come here. I wanted to get them grouped up. Since my ping is like out of control today. But I have a new favorite character in Mortal Kombat 10. One of the new guys that they added. Called Ferrator. And I just really like the character. I got 5 flux from that thing. Ferrator, it's a big heavy character that throws that on top of him rides a little girl, basically. Storyline wise, it's supposed to be a grown grown person. They're otherworlders, so they're not humans anyways. Oh, come on, camera. And so you can throw this little girl at your opponent and she'll stab him in the eye, basically. Or you can do your X-ray and then she really stabs him in the eye. That might be a little graphic for Trove. But anyways, that's Mortal Kombat in a nutshell. Stabbing people in the eyes. These things are interesting. Other than that, basically this has been a Mortal Kombat week. I haven't even played Smite this week. Smite's a game that, if you follow me on Twitter, I tweet about it all the time. Because it's one of those rage-inducing games. But then it's still fun, so you keep playing it. Mostly it's rage-inducing because the community in MOBAs can be very toxic. And it's no different in Smite. Not that if you start doing shadow arenas, I've never been a fan of them because of the community that surrounds shadow arenas in Trove. I haven't done a shadow arena since the game went into open beta. It would have been the last time I ever ran one. Which is why I have, let's see here, 3,607 shadow key fragments and 20 gems because I never do the dungeons. Guess we'll go this way. I don't really want to do the dungeon. I wish I knew how to shoot a cannon. I'm guessing my ship doesn't have a cannon. I think the oceans are way better now. Before it was one block deep. And you walked across it, and the most impeding thing about it was the fact that it was that the biomes next to it, the earthly biomes, all generated like 70 blocks higher. I will do this dungeon because it's a pirate ship and it looks cool. Hey, I think the ship's gonna burn down. You're carrying lava in your holds. Well, stop moving and I'll kill you. I don't know why in some of these... Hey, I got a shadow item. What is it? A face. And it has 0 stars on it, which figures. And I think I have one with those stats already. I don't know why in some dungeons and layers I can destroy the blocks and in others I cannot. I didn't touch that lava. And I think I let lava flow down to here too. This is where I don't particularly care for these dungeons. Because I don't like the mazes and whatnot. To me, it's just not that interesting. Because once you learn the location of all this stuff, you can just bomb in from the bottom and see, like in the ocean, all I'd have to do is swim down under the boat. You quit knocking me all over the place. Come on. That's how I get away in the ocean. Although I want my chest. It's not even hitting him. I'm gonna get myself killed. Yep. Oh well. I guess they can have that chest. Because I don't know what was causing my ping to be at 200, but it was the whole time. Anyways, we're actually over time now, so we're going to call it good here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.